Your take on what Mitt Romney did today. And by the way, he didn't do it in a vacuum. John McCain came out and basically seconded what Romney said. Paul Ryan again today said, I'm going to defend conservatism if I have to. So it seemed to me like it was a one big punch followed up by two jabs.
Well, look, I hate to say this, but I mean, we're at a very important point in this cycle. And I think there's a lot at stake. And people who are for one candidate or against another are going to come out and have their voice heard. And I think that's important. But I also think it's important that people get out and vote. And at the end of the day, the Republican Party will support whomever gets 1,237 delegates.
Yeah, okay, but when the former, I mean, this is unprecedented. This whole election cycle is unprecedented to one extent or another. I think you would agree with that. Is it helpful to the Republican Party, of which you know you're with the RNC? Is it helpful to the Republican Party overall in the scheme of things? Do you believe for the previous Republican presidential nominee to come out and basically, in my opinion, write Hillary Clinton's campaign speech for the general election for her?
Well, look, I think myself and Chairman Reince Priebus have said before, we are big believers in Reagan's 11th Commandment. I would rather have all of the firepower directed against Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, and all of the other talk focused on promoting, each individual candidate. That being said, I mean, it doesn't take anyone, much to look back to the history of our country to realize that politics is a contact sport. And some elbows are going to get thrown. So if some name callings and nasty tweets are the extent of it, with so much at stake, I could probably live with that as long as we realize that we have to keep our eye on the prize as Republicans. Unify after we get out of Cleveland, focus on our nominee, and ensure that we beat the Democrats and take back the White House. Steve, there's too much at stake. We have 4 potential Supreme Court justices that could potentially sway the trajectory of this country and judicial jurisprudence for the next generation and beyond. I think we have to be focused after the delegates choose the nominee.
I could not agree with you more. And so does that mean that the RNC supports Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, John Kasich, whoever gets the nomination, you will support them. You will not support a third-party candidate.
That's right. We will support whoever the nominee is. That is our job. Those are our rules. Whomever the voters and the delegates select, we will put the resources behind that individual and fight to win in November.